Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of What Ted Says, where it's always time to get a fatter wallet and a bigger net worth. That's what we do here at What Ted Says. We talk about personal finance hacks, social media, entrepreneurship, and of course, it wouldn't be good if we didn't do anything to have fun. We got to have some fun time to time. But today, there are a lot of people, I've started 11 businesses. I've sold a business at 8 figures or more. And so I know what it takes to be an entrepreneur, but I often get this question when I give speeches or people just talk to me on the street and they say, what is entrepreneurship? So I want to break this down for you because entrepreneurship, it's not a business and it's not an idea. It's not a plan that you give to some private equity company. I'm going to give you the tips today about what it's really all about. Let's talk about this first. The first part of entrepreneurship is just simply this. It's a way of thinking. See, many of us, they don't realize that you're either thinking for yourself or somebody else is actually controlling your thinking. And entrepreneurs have a very specialized way of thinking. They train their minds to think a certain way. It's kind of like one of those things where you've heard people say, is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? And the reality is entrepreneurs are always thinking about glass being half full. They're the kind of people that say, how do we get this done? Where there are a lot of naysayers that say, we can't get this done. And so you really have to train your mind to get in sort of this software that's in your head in the way of thinking. I've always said to people that most of what you are the DNA from your parents and how you were raised as a child. But there is this piece of software in your brain. And it certainly can be programmed. It's sort of this learned optimism. Like, are people naturally optimistic or do they learn to be optimistic? Well, entrepreneurs, they have a learned way of thinking to become optimistic. See, there are many things in your life that you cannot control. You cannot control the rain. You cannot control the snow. You cannot control the sunshine. You cannot control what the government does. You can't control your family. You can't control your friends. Actually, if you think about it, there's many things in your life that you're out of control. That's why most people fail, because they focus on that. Entrepreneurs realize they can control one thing, how they think. And it's very, very powerful because how you think leads in to my next slide. It dictates how you act. It seems simple when I say it. How you think is how you act, but it is. And it's really important because people that act in a way that's not congruent with making high income or building a lot of wealth, they don't realize that those actions are completely dictated by the way that they think. And you're around them all the time. There's always one person that has that aunt or uncle or somebody who always the Debbie Downer and says, it's my boss's fault, it's the government's fault, it's my friend's fault, I got screwed by this, or this boss didn't give me a promotion because. None of that is true. You have to wipe that out. Whether you're an entrepreneur and you work for a company or you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, the entrepreneurial way of thinking says that my thoughts dictate my actions. The beauty about it is that if you follow that, your actions will lead to your results. See, your effort, it doesn't really matter, right? What matters are results. And so a lot of people will say, I've given a lot of activity, I worked really hard, or my effort was really great, I should be rewarded for that. Well, you may be the kind of person that believes in participation trophies. I don't. But your actions will ultimately dictate your results. And the fact is that your results determine one thing. They determine how far you will get in life. You see, today, I didn't talk about building a company that had 100 employees. I didn't talk about building a product that would change the world. I didn't talk about an idea or service that would put you on the cover of Inc. or Fortune magazine. What we really talked about today is a simple philosophy that frees entrepreneurs to be the great spirited individuals that they are in this country. And really, it goes back to, you control one thing, how you think. Your thoughts will end up dictating your actions. Your actions dictate your results. And your results, quite frankly, they determine how far you get in life. What you need to decide after today's video is how far you want to get in life. So I hope you liked this little episode on entrepreneurship. If you did, just click the button, subscribe. Share this with your friends. You'll change their lives. In fact, they start thinking this way, they're going to be better off and they're going to thank you for it. And check out more episodes of What Ted Says.